Hey, this is Doc Erik. Welcome to my YouTube neighborhood, the channel where we give you one mindset tip and one body set tip to take with you not only throughout today's video, but also later in life as well. Today we're going to be talking about all things intermittent fasting, so let's go ahead and jump in. So intermittent fasting is a pattern of eating or a way of eating where you have periods of feeding and you have periods of fasting. And this is usually done in a predetermined window of time that's going to be different for everybody. So the most common is the 16 and 8, where you are not eating for 16 hours, but you are eating for 8 hours. This has become a popular method of eating because it allows for some really good body composition changes. This is also beneficial for people who find that they eat dinner really late, or people who find themselves hungry at the end of the day. Now, I like to preface any diet plan or any sort of nutritional profile or protocol with the sense that any of these programs that you choose, whether it's keto or carnivore or the Pop-Tart diet, they will all work as long as you maintain a caloric balance, right? Because what we're talking about is if you're looking for a body composition change, ultimately you have to slightly reduce the amount of calories that you're taking in on a daily basis, and you also have to pair that for best results with a little bit of exercise, right? And that could be something as simple as walking. So any of these programs will work, but specifically for people who are looking to do intermittent fasting, it's a different method, but essentially the foundation is still the same, which means you still have to pay attention to what you're putting in your mouth. So one of the questions is, why would I want to choose to do intermittent fasting? So why this is popular is because it helps to decrease insulin sensitivity, and it also helps to increase the mobilization of dietary fat. So how it works is typically you're not eating for about 16 hours and then you eat for 8 hours, but you're not consistently eating for those 8 hours. You've just spread out the meals that you're eating. So if you're a 3-meal-a-day person, you're going to have all 3 of those meals, hopefully spaced within those 8 hours, but on either side of that window, you're not eating. Now, when you get into a program like this, if you're someone who routinely eats multiple meals a day at various times of the day, what you have to do is you want to start by assessing where you can start to create this 16-hour window. And it doesn't always have to start with 16 hours. It can start with something smaller like maybe 10 or 12. Basically what you're looking to do is you're looking to take a full day of eating and you're looking to see where is the time the most flexible so you can start there. You wouldn't, for example, choose the time that's the most difficult at the end of the day and try to bring that in and have maybe your dinner at 4 o'clock in the afternoon because you know that you're going to eat first thing in the morning the next day. That's not really going to work, and it's going to lead to burnout with this particular type of eating quite quickly. So what you want to do is you want to assess and see where you are and where you can start to pull from time to kind of make it a little bit more friendly. And you may find that you start at a 10-hour window and then drop it down to 9 and then to 8, and sometimes people will actually reduce it even further. These are typically your 1 meal a day people who will choose a time of the day where they'll literally eat all of their calories over the course of a small window, and then after that they're going to be done for the day, and a lot of people prefer that. That's a bit of an extreme case, but it can be done. But let's just start with the basics first. Some of the other things to consider with intermittent fasting is when you exercise, right? If you're someone who's looking to add in peak performance, you have to surround your fitness with exercise in terms of your nutrition. So you may have to have a little bit something before, and that might be you breaking the fast, and then you can start to exercise, and then you can have your post-exercise meal, but that's where your window starts slightly before exercise in terms of allowing your body to digest. If you're somebody who's exercising at the end of the day, you can also do the same in reverse. So make sure you have a good quality lunch, you exercise in the evening, you have your dinner, and then after you're done with your dinner, that's when the fast begins until the following time that you eat the next day. Some people like to exercise and do fasted cardio, which is one of the things that I like to do personally, and I find it very effective for myself, but that's not for everybody. Fasted cardio could be something as simple as walking. It could be hopping on a bike or a treadmill, and again, you're not pounding the pavement per se unless that's your focus and your goal. Just know that if you're really exercising at a high rate or a high intensity exercise type of program, you may need to put your food window a little bit closer post-exercise so that your body doesn't feel depleted, and then you start to get these hunger cravings, and that kind of throws off the purpose of trying to do the intermittent fasting. So just keep a lookout for that as well. So in terms of doing intermittent fasting, and as it pertains to body composition and maintaining and gaining lean muscle mass, is typically what you want to do is if you're somebody who partakes in fitness, you want to eat at least 2 hours within post-exercise. And what that's going to do is that's going to help to minimize your body starting to catabolize its own protein stores, which is basically breaking down its own muscle stores in order to repair itself. So you're basically less efficient with the macronutrients, the building blocks of your body. So there we have it. We talked about intermittent fasting. We talked about its influence on minimizing your blood sugar resistance as well as increasing and mobilizing fat stores. So if intermittent fasting seems like it's something for you, go ahead and give it a try. There are many more highly detailed videos that you can find on YouTube. This is kind of a gentle jumping in point in terms of what it is and is it right for me. Your mileage may vary, but I find that for people who choose to do intermittent fasting, especially people who are having trouble eating or they find that they're overeating, this is a nice way that you can kind of plan out your day so that you're being consistent with your calories as opposed to snacking throughout the day and wondering where those extra 5 or 10 fluffy pounds came from. So until next time, don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe. I love it when we get new YouTube visitors to our channel. It helps me grow the channel and also give you guys great new and fresh content. And until next time, stay healthy.